about the person. And that's what I was more attracted to and felt more a connection with. And, that's how I am with my husband and everybody else I've ever been with for the most part. I've been with really beautiful, hot, gorgeous, drop-dead gorgeous men, conventionally gorgeous. I've been with some men who people would think were not that good looking. And I've been with men who people would think were too old for me or whatever, or too young. Well, not too young, too old. So but I don't ever fucking care. To me, it's just about the person. And so people who date someone who's a lot younger than them or a lot older than them, so be it. It's no one's fucking business. If you want to date someone younger or older, or someone who's fat or skinny, or someone who's black or white or Hispanic or Asian or whatever. I mean, all of these fucking types and bullshit we put on people, it's just so fucking stupid and ridiculous. So I think it's more important to focus on the person, because ultimately that's all you're left with. Beauty is a trick, and beauty is fleeting, and beauty does not last. It fades. It doesn't matter who it's on. It always fades. It doesn't mean they won't still be nice looking or whatever, but the gorgeousness, the beautiness of the person when they were young is never going to last until they're 90 years old. It's just not possible, at least not in this technology we have today anyway. So the natural order of things is that. And so if you realize that, if you pick someone for the wrong reasons, just based on their exterior appearance only, and that's all you have in common is their sexual attraction or whatever to their body or their physical beauty, then you're left with nothing when they're 60, 70, 80 years old or whatever. I mean, because that's not going to be there anymore. I mean, to some degree, they'll still be attractive, yes, but I mean, they won't be the same person. That beauty will be gone. So you're willing to focus on the things that matter, people, the things that matter, and I hope that you do. What was one more thing I was going to talk about? I think a list here. Hold on. I wanted to say congratulations to Caleb Woods. I don't know if he's listening to this show or not. He doesn't listen to the show as often as he used to. But he just graduated from college with a double major. And I want to say congratulations, Caleb. I know that you will do wonderful and great things in your life. And I know you're going to be a great activist. You already are. You're going to write great articles. You're going to do something important, and you're going to go far in your life. And so I wish you the best, Caleb. And I know that you are going to do great things for our community, the gay and lesbian community, as well as just for yourself and your life and where you're going. So best of luck to you. The last thing I wanted to address was Terrance Howard's penis. Terrance Howard's penis. Okay, there was an article, I think it was also in Queer Tea, that discussed his penis. It showed a video and of him coming out of a shower in some movie or whatever, and it kind of slow framed it and also had a screen caption of it. His penis is one of the smallest penises I've ever seen on a man. Now, having said that, I have seen a penis that size in my real life in the past. Okay, and I dated the guy, even though his penis was really small and I'm a size queen. I still dated him for a couple of years. I think it was probably maybe a year and a half or something like that. We were together. It was a long time ago. I think it was like 20, I don't know how old I was, 19, 18. I don't know how long it was, but we dated on and off for a while. But anyway, he had a really tiny penis, and fortunately he was versatile, and so I typically fucked him most of the time, but because his dick was like a gherkin. But anyway, it was really small. When it was hard, it was probably 3 inches long. No kidding. Which, and I still like the guy because it didn't really, as I told you a minute ago, physical appearance is important to me, but it's not the most important thing. So he had many other qualities than his penis size that I found to be attractive. And so that's why I was with him for as long as I was. And I found him to be a caring person, loving person, protective of me, and intellectual and all those great things. So that's why I stayed with him. So now, having said that, I fortunately do not have that problem with my husband and myself. We're pretty well endowed people, but I don't think that I don't think it's the most important thing in the world. But when I heard about Terrance Howard's penis, I thought, oh, he's probably a grower, not a shower. Some guys, when they're walking around naked, their dicks are long and plump and they hang low. And other guys' dicks are kind of retracted, in the refractory size of things. And so they don't show the full size or whatever. Guys who are already showers, like the people who already have hanging out there, their dicks typically don't get much bigger. I mean, they get a little bit bigger and longer probably, but not that much more. And guys who have small penises, who are growers, I mean, when I say small, I mean smaller than the showers when they're flaccid, who are growers can grow to like 3 to 4 times the size of their flaccid penis. So you never know by looking at someone's flaccid penis what size their dick is necessarily. However, this Terrance Howard's penis is so small that I can't imagine it getting much bigger than 4 inches long or something, I would say. So, I mean, and the thing is, look, we objectify a society, women, we have forever because it's a patriarchal society. Now men are becoming objectified, and we're talking about men's penis size, the way that women's breast sizes were talked about for millennia and thousands and thousands of years. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good because it means the playing field between the sexes is becoming more level. And I think that's a good thing for women. It's a good thing for men because it means that we're having more quality in how we deal with things on a societal basis. And so it may not be a nice thing to do, but I think it is indicative of where our society has come from. Because there was a time when you could never talk about a man's penis size because men were far too intimidated to talk about that, and they wouldn't want to discuss it, of course, because it was embarrassing to them and to have themselves compared to other men. And whereas women have been having that done to them forever. So what the fuck ever. All right. So I just wanted to have a quick show tonight to talk about those things. I'll be back on next Tuesday, the 20th, I think it is. And or maybe it's the 19th, and I'll talk about whatever's going on then with me as well as the world. So be sure and email me if you want to know more about me, info@offlimitshow.com, facebook.com, twitter.com, and I'll be back then. I appreciate you listening, and I hope you all have a great night. Stay gay.